One of the things that I'd like to share with you is that while a lot of you know each other, some of you don't know anybody, and you come in and you do your 5 little week, and you may pass one other person along the hallway who's teaching next to you, but you all impact each other more than you know. And you probably hear comments, well, the last professor did this, and well, I don't care what the last professor did. But you hear those kinds of comments, but you are all impacting each other because while they are taking their learning in modular sequences and one class at a time, it all, from the backdrop of our assessment framework, there is a method to our madness, and it's all connected through our learning outcomes and through our program outcomes. So while you didn't know that, you all impact each other to the point where my capstone instructors in those internship projects and the research projects are saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for using those rubrics. Thank you for holding students accountable. Thank you for making APA an issue. Thank you for understanding what a good research project is or a good source is in the classroom. Because when they get to those research blocks or into our internship, we know that they had good instruction along the way, and it's not like, where were they? So you all impact each other, and we're glad that you're here. So tonight, basically, we're going to do 3 things. Because connection matters, connection to SDCC matters, and so number 1, I want to connect us philosophically. I want to connect us with some personnel matters because there's always personnel issues. And then, I shouldn't say issues, but concerns, whatever. And then, of course, we want to talk about some instructional things that are new or things that hopefully can help you understand some of the reasons why we're doing some of the things that we're doing. Just like Dr. Dupree said, we are growing, we are moving, we are doing lots of fun things. So we have to continually change and adapt and address things. It comes back through student feedback, it comes through faculty feedback, but we are always trying to make things better. So let's start off with, I get to do the fun part, I think. I'll introduce them in a second, but I let them take care of that other stuff because they do it way better. But I want to connect us with a philosophical matter. So that means we get to talk about mission, vision, and values. And I don't know if you're like me, if I don't know why I'm doing it, why do we get up in the morning? Then why would we get up? We would just stay there. So I think it's important that we kind of understand our mission, vision, and values. So SDCC is at a very interesting stage because our Board of Trustees, a word that we've used since we moved here, I feel this side of the room looks lopsided because more of them are connected to SDCC in a daily basis. But our Board of Trustees just reviewed or reset our mission statement. And I thought it would be important for you to understand it, where it's coming from, how they've viewed it and how they see it. And so the new mission statement that is coming out, it should be completely ratified in October, but it states that the SDC exists to educate and inspire students through the truth of Scripture and the development of competencies that prepare graduates whose purpose is to impact the world. And I don't know if you walked into the building tonight, and on the floor, there's 3 words that are highlighted pretty largely that are now reverberating inside of our mission. That we are founded on truth, we are executing for purpose so that students can go out and impact the world. I think that's very compelling. And I wish you could hear all of the stories. And I know you hear the stories individually in your classroom, but I wish you could hear the stories of students that are making an impact, that are having an impact where they are. Even forget waiting until they graduate. We have students that never saw themselves as a college student, and they now are taking the information that you have disseminated through your personal knowledge, through your expertise, through the assignments that you've signed, through the discussions that you're leading, and they are already implementing that into their daily lives and making a change to the point they call us in tears saying, I never knew I could do this. And they are so excited and so thankful for all of you. So I just wanted to share with you the mission. Outside of the mission, they created a new vision statement. And the vision statement says San Diego Christian College as an academic and learning community aims to prepare academically equipped, culturally and globally involved graduates with a biblical worldview who reflect godly character to serve within God's providence. And I would agree, I agree with that vision statement. I resonate with it, and I would probably bet all of you resonate with it full-heartedly, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But the fun part for us is we get to look at that academically equipped, culturally, globally involved, biblical worldview, reflecting godly character. Do we do it all the time well? Not all the time, but I do believe we do it well, consistently, and our students appreciate that. But from our vision statement, the strategic initiatives have been reset, or that reset sometimes sounds negative, have been reset to focus on where the vision statement has been developed from the Board of Trustees. So currently we have 3 new or 3 reset strategic initiatives. So when APS, the Adult Professional Studies program, are looking at our strategic plan, or hiring faculty, or looking at curriculum, or changing a course, or adding a textbook, or whatever we're doing, we are driven by these strategic initiatives. Everything that we do, we are saying, okay, how does that impact that? How does that take that? How does that drive that? So that we can feed that into the vision that is accomplishing the mission. Because at the end of the day, we want to say, we did it. I'm not just sitting here spinning around. I am on a mission. And that mission is to impact that world with those students who are prepared with competency, but have that godly character as well as that biblical worldview. So the first initiative that we have is equipping an academic and learning community. And this is, I would say, basically one of the initiatives that you feed into all the time. So when you're sitting preparing for your lessons, or you're getting ready for the classroom, or you're leading a discussion, or you're grading a paper, or you're having an issue with a student, remember that all of that is being fed into the mission through equipping an academic and learning community. It's not just because I come in and I punch a clock and I stand there for 4 hours, or I'm online for whatever. It's driven to help us meet this strategic initiative. That's why you're here. That's why we've asked you to join us, is because we want you to help us create that academic and learning community that is totally equipping students so that they can go out and impact the world. And so academically equipped, that's kind of the definition that's been provided, is educated through engaged faculty, which you all are. You're here, you're engaged. A minute ago, you were really engaged. In rigorous programs built on outcomes derived from competencies and biblical integration within each discipline. And that is, just like John said, is that a Christian worldview education is needed in our world today. I don't know about you, but you just look around very quickly. You just have to turn on the TV for half an hour. You have to read the front page of the newspaper, and it's pretty dark out there. And so being able to prepare students that can go out and make a difference, make an impact in places that we never would be able to do that. I can't go half the places that they would go. I wouldn't even be accepted or adopted or even welcomed in some places. And so, but they are, and so I can feed into that, and then they can prepare that. So you are important to helping us meet our mission. And I need you all there all the time, and I'm thankful that you're there. Very quickly, I'll go over the strategic initiatives 2, fostering a community committed to biblical worldview, reflecting godly character. I think that's important for us as well. That's been defined as committing to God's preeminent perspective of life and to the realization that He created and enables each person to be a life-changing influence for Christ. And again, that's that impact piece inside of our community, inside of what we're trying to do. And then the third one, our third initiative, is inspiring cultural and global involvement. And that has been defined as inspired through partnership with faculty, students, and staff to be responsible stewards in local communities and wherever a need presents the opportunity. And that's just taking it outside of the walls, not keeping it right here or on that classroom in that little box. It's taking it out there and using it to make those cultural and global impacts. So it matters that you're connected philosophically and that you're connected with our mission and that you strive to understand how that what you're doing, it matters. It definitely matters to us. You're helping us accomplish our part of the mission of creating the initiatives or supporting the initiatives that are driving us towards the mission of where San Diego Christian College. All that John was sharing, it's not just about it's about programs, it's about impact, it's about developing lasting, sustainable, something that God can use forever. And so it matters that you're connected with us philosophically. Okay, action step again. I've been talking at you a lot. So what does that mean for you? And I know that it's easier to have discussions next to your neighbor. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to, hey, what's resonating? What's a takeaway for me? What can I think about something as I'm preparing for my next class? In Amanda's case, next week, next Tuesday, or whoever else is online right now. So if you could just share something that's resonating with you right now, something that was inspiring, something that you learned. Well, it's all new. So ready, set,